Asquera saying Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zoom Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kariki kutanga kukuya panino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingwa subscribe, but don't forget to comment and share this video. That's more Zimbabwe takigira inya yabuditswa ne Zim Live iyo yabuda ichitaura pamusoro pe vanhu vangari armed avo vaiclaim vachiti they were from the law and order police vakareida imba Daily News editor Guthrie Munyiki noswe Friday manheru mushure mekunge the sister publication the Daily News the Financial Gazette yakaita an error in an advert yaisuggesta kuti President Emerson Mnangagwa vafa ndofunga vamunyiki vanga vasiri pamba pavo nguva yakauya ma-CIO yaya akabata pfuti ende zvokunzi pavakasvika kumba vakatora mafoni evana vaGuthrie pamwe chete nemukadzi wake achiexamina communication the Daily News executive mureZimbabwe. Nyaya yakabuda ichitaurwa zvichinzi Guthrie's brother uyo anogara kuWestgate akavingwa zvakare ne12 varume vaidriva yeToyota Fortuner neToyota Hilux zvichinzi they were demanding kuda kuziva kuti Guthrie anga ari kupi mureZimbabwe. Zvikunzi mukadzi wamunyiki aronzi akateerwa ne6 varume paaita morning jog then vamwe varunzi vanga vari kumba kwake. Nyaya yakabuditswa neZim Live on their website vachitaura ivo vachiti armed men claiming to be law and order police raided the home of Daily News editor Guthrie Munyiki at dawn on Friday after sister publication the Financial Gazette made an error in an advert which suggested President Emerson Mnangagwa was dead. Munyiki was not home at the time, but the gunmen temporarily seized his wife and children's phones and examined their communications. A Daily News executive briefed on the raid said Guthrie's brother also lives in the same neighborhood in Westgate, and he too was woken up by nearly a dozen men driving in a Toyota Fortuner and a Toyota Hilux. They demanded to know Guthrie's whereabouts, the executive said, speaking on condition they were not named. When she left the house on her morning run in their neighborhood, Munyiki's wife reported being trailed by some of the men while others guarded the house. Lawyer Alex Muchadeama was due to meet the police on Friday morning seeking clarity on the situation. The Financial Gazette ran an advert on Thursday inserted by the Zimbabwe Defense Forces congratulating Mnangagwa on his 82nd birthday. The advert concluded, "May his soul rest in eternal peace." On Friday, the Daily News published an apology blaming the error on lapses in the production processes. "We apologize profusely to President Emerson Mnangagwa, his family, his office, the government, and the ZDF for the anguish and inconvenience that this inadvertent mistake caused," the paper said. The advert mistakes are not uncommon in Zimbabwe newspapers, as adverts are managed by advertising department staff who typically use old templates for regular advertisers, only tweaking the wording. Editors rarely see the adverts before publication. The timing could not have come at a worse time for the publication, just days after a military helicopter due to fly President Mnangagwa from Masvingo to Harare crashed while taking off to go and pick him up from Pikita. Sources said paranoia among Mnangagwa aides and loyalists was running rampant, so much as contemplating skipping the annual United Nations General Assembly in the New York. Ndonya yakabuditswa neZim Live mureZimbabwe. Zvakare during an interview the editor akabuda achitaura yachiti vakasvika pakutozoenda kuna President Emerson Mnangagwa kuState House kuno apologize mureZimbabwe. The news also yakabudawo ichitaura pamusoro penyaya iyi vakataura ivo vachiti the editor-in-chief of the Associated Newspapers of Zimbabwe, publishers of the Daily News and Daily News on Sunday, the Standard, the Financial Gazette, owned by same shareholders led by South African-based local publisher Jethro Goku under Modest Media, and these top company executives yesterday met with President Emerson Mnangagwa at State House in Harare to profusely apologize for the mortifying error in which an advert inserted by the Zimbabwe Defense Forces in the fingers wishing the president a happy birthday, yet the shocking words, "May his soul rest in eternal peace," at the bottom. Goku's group, also owns 3K TV. Munyuki explains the situation in the video following reports that his home had been raided by armed men in the early hours of the day prior to yesterday's meeting with Mnangagwa. The Newswalks tried to reach Munyuki to get a comment, but at no avail as he was engaged. The Newswalks, along with a video, had ZBC Munyuki vachitaura about this situation. Comment section.
It was actually congratulating the president for having turned 82. But unfortunately, we made a mortifying blunder. One of our designers picked up an old template so that she could get the correct symbols and the coat of arms of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. But unfortunately, the template that she had picked was the one where the ZDF had previously expressed a condolence message to one of the fallen heroes. And so she removed the old text and put the new text, but without checking that there was still something that she had to do at the foot of the advert, and that was the "May his soul rest in eternal peace." And so we know that a lot of well-meaning Zimbabweans have been able to understand our error. And so this morning, our delegation from the Financial Gazette, we had the opportunity of going to convey our very, very profound and profuse, apologies to His Excellency, his family, the government, and ZDF in particular, and Zimbabweans about this mortifying blunder that we made at the Financial Gazette. And it was gladly accepted. And so we would like to thank very much His Excellency and his lieutenants, who also what our error was. It was just an error. But obviously there's so many Zimbabweans who are hell-bent on trying to twist things and foment tensions in the country over unfounded things. But we are very grateful that the president, who should be the most aggrieved person by this mortifying blunder, he listened to us and gave his other cheek. Because when we were there, he said, "Where are the flowers for the dead man? By the way, you said that, may his soul rest in eternal peace. I'm still there. It's not yet going to happen."